You're watching Mining.com News Headlines. I'm Devin Murrigan. Rio Tinto says CEO Jacob Stolzholm will step down later this year, ending nearly 5 years in the role. He took the helm in 2021 following a backlash over the destruction of sacred Aboriginal sites in Western Australia. His predecessor, Jean-Sébastien Jacques, resigned after investor and Indigenous outrage over the incident. Stolzholm called it an honor to lead Rio and says he'll remain in the role until a successor is named. Rio Tinto gave no reason for the exit, calling it simply a natural moment for leadership change. Insiders Simon Trott and Bold Bata are seen as potential successors, though an external search is also expected. Now, analysts say the move caught them off guard and are questioning the timing. Canada's mining industry generated almost 72 billion Canadian dollars in mineral production value last year, up from 59 billion in 2021. A new report from the Mining Association of Canada says the sector contributed $117 billion to GDP in 2023, roughly 4% of the national economy. Gold has overtaken passenger vehicles to become the country's second largest export, driven by rising global prices. Canada remains among the world's top producers of potash, niobium, uranium, and diamonds. The MAC is pushing for faster permitting and regulatory reform to support the National Critical Minerals Strategy. It warns that future economic growth depends on Canada's ability to supply metals vital to clean technologies. Silver surged to a two-week high on Wednesday, trading at $33.28 an ounce by mid-morning in New York. The metal is benefiting from rising safe haven demand alongside gains in gold. Silver has jumped more than 14% this year, making it one of 2025's top-performing commodities. The rally is being driven by both economic uncertainty and industrial demand. The Silver Institute says global consumption hit a record 680 million ounces in 2024, fueled by growth in the green energy sector. The market has now been in deficit for 5 consecutive years. Mining billionaire Robert Friedland's Ivanhoe Atlantic is lobbying Washington to add high-grade iron ore to the U.S. critical minerals list. The company argues iron ore is vital for military production, especially high tensile steel used in ships and weapons. Its flagship Nimba project in Guinea is set to produce 5 million tons this year, with plans to scale to 25 million in 7 years. CEO Bronwyn Barnes calls the exclusion a national security gap. She says many minerals on the list serve defense needs, and iron should be no exception. A new report from the International Energy Agency warns that efforts to secure critical minerals are falling short, despite rising global demand and geopolitical pressure. In its Global Critical Minerals Outlook for 2025, the IEA says the supply chain remains highly concentrated, with little progress on diversification over the past 4 years. Between 2020 and 2024, the top 3 suppliers tightened their grip on refined materials, increasing their share from 82% to 86%. China continues to dominate refining for cobalt, graphite, and rare earths, while Indonesia leads in nickel. The IEA warns that this concentration of supply among a few countries poses a serious threat to global clean energy transition. Argentina has approved Rio Tinto's $2.5 billion Rincon lithium project, the first under the new RIGI investment regime. The mine, located in Salta province, was confirmed by Mining Secretary Daniel Gonzalez at a conference in Buenos Aires. Industry leaders welcomed the decision after months of delay in project approvals. Argentina's mining chamber called it major news amid rising investor anxiety. Javier Milei's government is leaning on mining to attract foreign investment and battle inflation. Lithium remains a pillar of Argentina's strategy as global demand for EV battery metals continue to grow. Well, that's where we leave your news headlines on mining.com. Bye-bye.